Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, Historical Immersion and Bohemia. So the date is 18th of October 1797. We are still deep within the Regency. Our era is 8 and we can now take the new idea called Empire Idea Imperial Governors. So let's get it. Imperial governors. The size of our country can make it hard to control. By appointing regional governors, we can more easily control the varied parts of our empire. Monthly autonomy changed, lowered by 0.05, which is good. That's gonna benefit many places, many places that would otherwise have very high autonomy. Now, if you check it here, the next one is going to give us a bonus of administrative efficiency by 10%. Then we get 2 extra states, then lowered aggressive expansion impact and province war score cost, and then claim duration and maximum centralization, income from vassals, and vassal limit contribution. Ain't that just great? I'm happy with that, I have to admit. So, we still haven't done much really, just waiting it out. Poland no longer hates us, they feel threatened by us, which is, kind of cool, but the refusal is no longer minus 1000, but it's now minus 104. I guess we might get even lower if we really try to, but what can you do? I also thought about threatening Flanders into war, but the problem here is we have truce, and I don't think we can threaten war while we have a regency. That would not make much sense, yeah. So we'll need to wait for this, but I definitely will threaten Flanders for that province, because fighting them for it would be way worse. Other than that, I'm feeling kind of content. We're saving up money as we wanted. I'm building provinces here and there. Bosnia could get another fort. Let's contribute a bit of manpower to save up money. We're back to 428,000, so that's good. Kalash is fine. The road here has been not yet finished, but it's been finished in Han. If we're building it, no, we were building it in Rama. So yeah, but some of these ports could get an overhaul. You could get a commune hall here if you wanted to, but we don't really want to. We want to save it up for the Emperor to deal with. Oh, we have a lot of unused papal influence. Let's burn it all on... Wow, we got 2 extra cardinals. Let's burn it all on the Pope and see what we can see with this. The papal influence is now increased by 29.72, but I think that the papal influence was actually, or the papal authority was actually pretty high last time I checked. Yeah, we can't see it now, but we managed to get it up through various actions from, what was it, 300 to almost 400, so the Pope should be fucking grateful. We're getting very close to the National Bank, considering that we have a minus 65% bonus. Yeah, no kidding. And we're gonna get the rifled carbines. Not much else really to speak about. I dropped a bit of drilling because we really don't need it. So only some armies are drilling while others are just resting. I think you guys, yeah, you lost a leader, so, but you're the ones that would actually really use it. So let's put the leader here, Vlastimir Berka. He's gonna drill you. I don't really want to get additional generals, though. I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't get an heir or a king as a general, so we are limited to 5, and I don't really think it's necessary to do much. I'm refusing the marriages because we want to wait for our actual king to come and claim it. We are getting very close to being even able to annex Naples. That would be kind of fun. So yeah, I guess that's all, and I'll see you in a second with more updates. Well, we can now take two new technologies, National Bank and Rifled Carbine. So let's get National Bank. Again, we have the insane bonus. Over the National Bank, the expense of fighting a modern war could easily bankrupt even a rich nation. When William III of England asked the merchants of London for another loan to fight his wars, he was refused. He then made them an offer to incorporate them as governors of a national bank, whose role was to issue permanent bonds to raise money for his wars. Soon William has raised over £1 million, and the Bank of England was copied by other nations. Settled growth increased by +4, and let's use this one. And rifled carbines, 794 military power. Accurate, long-ranged rifled carbines became a commonplace weapon for light infantry. Although they remain slower to fire than smoothbore muskets, their longer range and high accuracy meant that riflemen could get in several shots before their enemies could bring them into range. Rangers would fire at the enemy, then fade into the landscape, rinse and repeat. The maneuver value of our units is increased by 5%, infantry fire increased by 0.15, cavalry by 0.20, and artillery by 0.5. Which is insanely good. So the next one is Conscription, which will give us Columnar infantry and impulse infantry, and the field howitzers. Good, that's going to come in handy when we fight Poland. We're at 10,000 gold right now, steadily growing. So let's check what we could build and where. I haven't investigated Munich in a while. Is there anything? Yeah, you know what? We could build. Let's build the R Corporation there. No, that's. I have a half a mind building a bank there, but everything here is quite an investment. How about passive? You have everything you do. What about you guys? This province is also developed. Wow, all of these are developed. I want to build. Oh hey, Habos Papam. Good. Svidnica is okay. Let's build, a warehouse in Svidnica. That's actually a good idea. And I think we might want to... Wow, Wrocław is not having a marketplace. Holy hell. So let's check out the Pope. The Pope is moi. People for... Wow, 323. Paper devotion, -40. Hey, and Uzhhorod is now our province. Awesome. So happy to have you, Uzhhorod. We were looking forward to that. So what's the autonomy like? We still need to make you a state, which is what's blocking us for now. But you all know that we're gonna get the 2 extra states when we finish the Empire ideas. Well, not even a finish. It's 2 ideas away. Okay, let's lose the Liberty Desire. I'm okay with that. Cool. We can take another idea, this time the magistrates. So let's get that one. Administrative efficiency plus 10%. By appointing local officials with broad powers to correct problems, we can more easily integrate new lands into our empire. Administrative efficiency plus 10%. The next one is way more interesting for us, which is the Bureau of Interior, which will give us extra 2 states just to use as we want. Fortification effort in Hindenburg. Sure, why not? But that's not why I wanted to record. I wanted to show you a bit around the world because things are happening left and right. So Ouagadougou is growing rapidly, and they got almost all of Western Africa under their control. Actually, the only thing that's probably slowing them down now is Castile. Also has the entirety of Central Africa. Now we have Makuria, Ethiopia, and Ifat here. Ndongo has the central south area, and there's the Cape, which is a Castilian colony. Massive colonization effort going on there, which is kind of fun. In the Americas, we get English Columbia here, we get the Mayan and Aztecs here, we get New England and New Kerno here. New Kerno is also English, right? Yeah, it's also English. And then we have, this is Baie-Comeau Nouvelle France, Nouvelle France, and Canada happening there. Pretty cool. We can see the Inca and other places here, and there's the Mapuche here. Kind of cool. As far as Australia goes, no colonization that I can see happening there. But it's kind of cool, you know. Persia, Ottomans. Ottomans are having a really big problem. I think they have a massive civil war going on. No, it's actually rebels, Salahian rebels, Kurdish rebels, wow, what the hell is happening to you guys? -2 stability. Yeah, they're in some deep trouble, and there's many separatists everywhere. We get some Hellen separatists here, around Napoleon. We might want to vassalize them if they managed to separate themselves. Karachev, still existing Kazakh horde. There's Anding, which is interesting, and Shu here. Japan slowly unifying under the Utsunomiya and is that Ashikaga? Yeah, Ashikaga principalities. Things are looking pretty interesting in the world. Pretty interesting. Now we are sitting at 14,500 gold. Our king is 11 right now, so yeah, we still got a ways to go, but hey, we're doing our best. We got the enlightenment finally spreading to us. It's spreading to several of our major provinces. Namely, wait, Magdeburg is not part of us, so namely Praha, for some reason Zvolen, and Pest, which is good because these three provinces are so distant that they can, you know, start influencing quite a lot of our places. I think it was Venice? Who knows? Somebody embraced it already. I was kind of surprised to see that. We got it in Barcelona, Flanders, and London, so that's pretty cool. And as far as meritocracy goes, we also have that one in the same places. So we might see us adopting all of these institutions. It would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it would be kind of cool. Last but not least, as far as technologies go, we are doing pretty fine. Not much to complain about. We're gonna get modern White Houses very soon, which will give us a new type of ship, the frigate, and will give us the new abilities to get ports. Plus, I think exocolonial range and train range. Not that, you know, you would do that. And hey, we can take another thing here. Force march, cost no power, naval engagement, unrestricted conquest. Let's go with improved forced march, costs nothing. That's actually really powerful. We can capture anyone who we want to then. Pretty damn nice. Zwickau shifts to Bohemian. Isn't that just great? So I think that we are going to rename it right now together. Wait, where is it? Should be here in das Chemnitz. Here it is, Zwickau. Okay, so we're gonna rename it to the old Bohemian name, Zwickau. Same with the thing here, and we also renamed Neustadt to Nové Město, Reuss to Rus, with the city Schleiz, as I think I showed that in the previous one of the previous episodes. This is the Bohemian culture spreading. Hungarian actually converted Burgenland, which is quite interesting to see. Unfortunately, they're probably gonna get Uzhhorod as well. I'm not entirely sure, but if it's gonna start converting, it's gonna start converting to Hungarian, which sucks. But what can you do? We can now take the new technology, the modern lighthouses. So let's get that one. Modern lighthouses. The ancients had built lighthouses, but few were built in modern history until ships began to cross the ocean. In 1696, the first of a new generation of lighthouses was built in order to prevent merchants from smashing into rocks in the English Channel. The naval attrition is no longer increased by staying out at sea each month. Max colonial range increased, trade range increased, and we can get frigates. And new buildings, Great Port and Lighthouse, and naval base. Neither of those are really relevant to us, but what we're gonna do here is we're gonna upgrade our fleets. It's gonna take a bit. I don't know how many ships we can have now. Can we build... Oh yeah, we can get extra ships too. So I'm gonna build 2 extra frigates here and upgrade the ones that we have. 622 gold. That's actually quite expensive, but what can you do? We want to have them done. So this has a Naval Arsenal. You have no, this is Naval Arsenal and this is the Naval Dry Dock. So we're gonna go to the Arsenal. It's gonna make it faster. Okay, you're gonna build 2 frigates there as well and repair the current fleets. Now we have 18,000 gold ready for our king Vratislav when he gets on the throne in about 2 years. It's 9th of July 1803. We're slowly approaching the last part of the game. I'm really hoping that we could see the Holy Roman Empire increasing its imperial authority again, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. So you guys are here already. Let's upgrade you as well. Okay, we're back to 17,000 gold, but it's fine. I can't get any more. Oh wow, I can. Pardon me then in my mistake. So we can get 2 extra units. Let's build 2 extra cannons of horse artillery for Bosenska Armada to improve their efficiency. And yeah, I guess that's all for now, and I'm gonna do another skip ahead. We could demand unlawful territory from Burgundy. Oh, by the way, that's interesting. France had a war with Aragon and they stole some of these provinces here. I think these 3 were stolen. Which is kind of interesting because we won Ley, Mauras and Provenza, which will probably piss off France immensely. But you know, that never stopped us before. But if we do fight them here, it's gonna mean that we have to fight Castile as well. That's gonna be a bit rough. As you can see here, that's another thing that I wanted to mention. Hellas is now existing, and they would become our vassal if we wanted to. So I'm gonna start working on that. It happened recently, but we are very close to vassalizing them immediately. I'm just gonna have to get my Roman marriage up and then offer vassalization. That should be all that there is to it. Other places have gotten their freedom from the Ottomans, like Kurdistan and Georgia and Shirvan. Things are happening quite rapidly here, I have to admit. So come on, 22nd of September. I guess I'm going to do this off cam then. It's going to take a while, but you know, 1 royal marriage and we are done. It's 9th of October 1804 and Vratislav IV Kinsky has taken the throne. And this also marks the moment when we will attack Poland. Now I'm gonna give it a second for our forces to move into position. Actually, they are already in position. We have Královské vojsko here, we have Moravské vojsko here, we have Magyar Hadsereg here. And we got these 2 units, Armada Koroška and Bosenská Armada, ready here Even though I actually wanted Armada Koroska to go over there. Oh, I'll just have to do it like this. We want to... Yeah, I can't threaten them. Okay, so we'll have to do that later on. But first of all, Poland. So let's see what trade our king is going to get. I hope it's not going to be something like coward. I don't know, I consider Poland to be much of a threat anyway. They are... Well, you want the Imperial Band, but what are they fighting? Crimea and Wallachia. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Wallachia is actually a nation that I was thinking about vassalizing too. I managed to finish the vassalization of Hellas, who are now our vassals, and I wanted to do so with Wallachia as well. But they will not accept our royal marriage. Alliance with them would, mean just a temporary boost. I don't know, I'd probably have to fight them and defeat them to be able to force vassalize them. Otherwise it would not happen. Okay, so we got you here. I don't want to, send them out because there's this huge Denmark-Norway fleet that would tear us to pieces. What the hell, game? Where's my... Oh, my trade has already happened and I did not see it. Okay, so he's generous. National unrest lowered. Again, lowered tax modifier, but extra year with prestige. So this marks the start of the war. I'm gonna call in Persia. Unfortunately, Denmark, Norway, Genoa, and Papal States are gonna come at me. I don't mind Lithuania, but we're gonna go for the Imperial ban. We want these provinces here, so the armies that we have here, the main one's gonna go to Poznan and north, taking these provinces from Poland and then moving on to their capital, while these armies, as before, are going to march against Papal States and Genoa, later on moving back. And we have one army up in the north, the Northern Army, that's going to protect us against the armies of Denmark, Norway, which are actually pretty good, I'm not going to lie, but that's just how it is. So in the next episode we declare war and fight Holland.